What's up, my peeps? 53 Shades Darker in the Philippines, coming to you on a Sunday with Huddle number 2. So, in today's Huddle, we're going to be talking about a recap of this past week. We're going to be talking about the top 5, and we also going to be talking about a comment that stood out to me. So, with the recap, I want to talk about a video that I guess it got a lot of attention, or a lot of people, they liked it because the view count was up a little high on it, which is a good thing. And then I want to talk about a video that didn't do so well. So the video that did well was the bidet. So the bidet, a lot of people ask me, have I used it before? And how does that feel when you're using the bidet? So for those of you who don't know what the bidet is, plain and simple, it's a sprayer that sprays your private areas. Okay, so you go and So it's commonly used here in the Philippines, and like I was explaining on the video, it's actually a clean way of cleaning yourself, you know. So if you're sitting on the toilet, if you're female, you of course use the sprayer in the front, and if you have to go number 2, you use it in the back. Now the challenging part of using that thing in the back is you might wet that seat up, and trying to handle that in the back is a little awkward. So you have to make sure that if you use it, you adjust it, or you have somebody that knows exactly what they're doing, and they're going to show you how to use it in the proper way. So I used it before, and it's not something that I'm used to. So of course, you know, there's you can make a mess, literally a mess. So it's not a bad thing. It's a really good thing. Like I said, it's a cleaning thing, and so that's just how they do it here in the Philippines. So that's the bidet. Okay. So the other video that I made was called MOMN, which stands for Moon Over Macton Newtown. I took the video. I just happened to go on my balcony, and I seen a nice image, and I wanted to capture that image because a lot of people like looking at that. I like looking at that. I like looking at those kind of things. If I had a telescope, I'd be out there every day looking for stars, just because I like that kind of stuff. So those are the 2 videos. So I brought my notes because there's some things that I want to go over, and I got like 15 minutes to do this, and I'm already at 3 minutes and 35 seconds. I don't like to make long videos. Some people do. I don't like to make long videos because sometimes I get drawn out on long drawn out videos. So, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So, top 5, my top 5 that I want to talk about. I was corrected by a person that I know personally that lives out here in the Philippines. I was corrected on something that I said, and what I said was, it was something about when you go to these fast food places, they're going to give you a napkin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they don't call them napkins out here. They call it tissue. So to me, a tissue is the stuff that's in the bathroom. But here, a tissue is what they give you at the dinner table. And I was told that you can't tell people that they're putting napkins on their face because they thinking that it's a sanitary napkin. And because of me not knowing, I'm used to saying napkin. So here in the Philippines, it's not called napkin, it's called tissue. So you don't want to put a napkin on your face because that might not look too good. So it's a tissue. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the 1,000 peso bill. The 1,000 peso bill, I want to make sure that if you come to the Philippines, you don't fold that thing up, because if you fold it, you might have problems trying to exchange it somewhere. Now, I'm not saying maybe one fold, but when you think about regular money that you have in your pocket, most people just kind of put it in their pocket and throw it in their pocket, or they kind of not ball it up, but they put it in their pocket. So with these new 1,000 peso bills, some banks are not taking them if it's got too many folds. So before you do it, make sure you don't do it. What I do is the ATM machines will give you the 1,000 peso bill. You can take it to an exchanger and they will exchange it, and you tell them you want the old bills. So you don't have no problem with that. You can fold them, you can ball them, couple them up a couple times. I'm not saying to damage the money here, but I'm saying it's not so strict with the new bills. Now, from what I heard, they're going to change that pretty soon. Because think about it, if you get a brand new bill, you have to hold it in its original form everywhere you go. So if you're on the bus or if you're walking, you can't fold it. So think about that. Number three, it's rainy season out here. A lot of us don't know the seasons. So the rainy season, from what I'm hearing, is from June to November. Okay? And the summer season, when it's dry and kind of like hot, it's from December to May. So in a couple videos that I've done, you see it like torrential rain. Well, it's rainy season. So it doesn't mean that it's going to rain all the time, but you're going to get a lot of your rain during those months. Number four, I don't get involved with talking about other vloggers, especially on YouTube. What another vlogger does, that's on that vlogger. I've had comments about people telling me, hey, this vlogger said this about you, or this vlogger blah blah blah. I don't want to get involved in that kind of stuff, because some things are for some people and some things are not for some people. What this man or what this woman vlogger says on their channels, that's their business. And I think that those followers, they know right from wrong, and whatever that person says, that's on the people individually. And I've had people ask me to go online or go on air and start talking about other vloggers, and I will not do that. I want to keep my channel as positive as possible, and I'm not gonna knock another vlogger for his ideas or her ideas and things that they like. That's just how I take it, and how I take it, just to stay away from that kind of stuff. I want a peaceful channel, and that's what I'm striving to do. Number five, healthcare. So I learned something today. Today I went with a friend to handle a health, like a small healthcare issue, like a pain in the back or something like that. Just something where you need, back in the States, ibuprofen or something will take care of, or a let's say a Motrin or something like that, just something minimal. So if you come to the Philippines, make sure you bring enough money, or make sure if you're going to be here for some time, make sure you get some kind of health care. Because what I didn't know, what I learned today was, once you go to the doctor, there's a separate line that they're going to send you to if you need to get, just say, a what do you call those things? IV bag. If you get an IV bag, they're gonna give you an IV. They have to use tape. They have to use the plastic where the medicine is injected inside. They have to use the tube. You have to pay for that stuff individually here. So you have to pay for the little bitty alcohol pad that they put on your skin to clean your skin before they give you the shot. You have to pay for that. And there's a list that they give you that has the charges. It has all the charges in it. So that list, I'm talking about stuff like, for instance, you know what? Hold on for a second. I'm going to put these glasses on because I want to make sure that I see this just to get the information out to you. So, your alcohol swab, that's $1.50. The syringe is $7.25. The IV start pack is 121 pesos. All these are in pesos. So everything is listed on here. The syringe, the Posi Flush. It's called the Posi Flush syringe. That's on here, and they charge you for that, which is 59.50 pesos. So everything on here, they charge you individually for that stuff. Back at home, you go to the doctor and you tell them what you need or whatever, and they give you a diagnosis or whatever, and they say, oh, you need a shot. You get the shot. The doctor have all that stuff in the drawer, and they just give you the shot, and that's it. But here, if you don't have insurance, you have to pay for that stuff individually, which amazes me. I didn't know it was like that. So if you come here, make sure you have insurance, or make sure you bring enough pesos to cover those kind of things, because if not, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So, a comment that was left by a person, I'm not going to say his name, and I'm not going to say, where's he from or anything, but the comment kind of went something like this. I'm not going to say it word for word, but the comment went like this. There are so many millions of, and this comment was geared to the Americans and how they respond to each other in the Philippines. I mean, that subject is still going up to today. That video is still going up. So he said, there are so many millions of Americans in the Philippines. There are so many Black Americans in the Philippines. And something to the nature of, I think it was like 8 million Black Americans. And just because a certain amount of people that look like me, am I gonna be mad because they don't say hello? And I should just don't worry about it, pretty much. And I respect this comment, and I actually commented. It's in the comments. You can go back and look at it. But I respect this comment because it's just talking points. And again, from the start, this video wasn't about race. It was a question that was asked of me from another vlogger because they noticed people have asked them. So I was just responding. But anyway, I had said, my response to him was, if all the people in the world felt the same way you felt, what would that do to you as a Black American if everybody felt that way about how you feel? And so I have yet to get a response from him, but it's just something to think about. That was just my opinion. It's not the opinion of everybody else. So I thought that was an interesting talking point, and I really appreciate his comment. So that was a comment. So right now it's about 15 minutes and 43 seconds, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this huddle with the last video, which I enjoyed doing, which was the rice giveaway. I want to thank all the people that donated to the channel, which made it possible, and I want to thank the Filipino people that participated. We had a good time. It was great. It was fun. I met some new friends, and I really enjoyed it. And that is the main focus of my channel, is peace and unity with all people. I'm just happy to be here in the Philippines, but I want the world to see that people can get along despite where you come from. And that's it. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm going to end this huddle with, I want you guys to always stay informed. And when I find out new things, I'm going to always inform you. Okay? So I'll see you again on the next video. Stay informed and be safe. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you enjoyed the video, if you like the content, please leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the like button. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, what's up, y'all?